This is a demonstration of ADI's financial crime and fraud prevention solution. It's a web-based application that can be accessed through a browser using email and passwords, and we can also enable multi-factor authentication. Once logged in, a user will see a full list of alerts generated by the system. A manager and investigator can have a different view. As a manager, you can see all the open alerts and closed alerts. You can also have a dashboard that shows you historical number of alerts, month by month, true alerts versus false positives, also workload per user to understand how busy the team is, which is very important for alert management capability. All the alerts here are ordered by detection date, and there are a number of data points and attributes that can help identify and prioritize the most important alerts that require immediate attention. You can customize this view by adding additional data attributes. So, for example, you can add a risk score, which can be very helpful in identifying the most urgent alert. There are further filters available, such as date range, risk level, also risk type. So if you want to see only money laundering and fraud alerts, you can do that. So all these features help prioritizing and identifying alerts to be assigned to investigators. As an investigator, you will see all the alerts assigned to work on, and you can open them and look at the details using inbox functionality. So all the alerts here are categorized by new, open, and closed. Once you open an alert that you've selected to work on, you will land on an alert summary page. Here you can see all the details about the account holder, which helps you build understanding of how this account was meant to be used, what are the expected behaviors. On the right-hand side, you can see all the risk factors or attributes that triggered to generate this alert. If there are some other alerts that have already been generated in the past for this account, they will also be displayed here, so you can have a full picture for that initial risk assessment. At this point, you would start your investigation. There is an inbuilt investigation workflow in the system, which is different milestones that are set as per your process. And the system is automatically building the audit trail as the user moves through these milestones. So to start a new milestone, a user will have to indicate that, and the system will automatically log that action with a name, date, and timestamp. Now, this audit trail is a persistent sidebar that's available on all the screens, so you can add your commentary and evidence as you go and continuously build that audit trail. So now we're going to dive deeper into fund transactions, which gives you top-level details about all the transactions in this account, and also gives you a full list of transactions with all available information. You can customize this view as you like to enable you to find different patterns or assess different details. And there are obviously different filters available as well. Now this graph is showing to us that there was a particular time period when there was a huge amount of inflow and outflow of transactions, seemed to be structured up to a maximum amount, which is perhaps the group of transactions that you want to investigate first. And so you can add your commentary and evidence on that as well. As you go, the system will continuously build and add these details to your case. After looking at the fund transactions, you will move on to the account changes. So here we can see that mobile number, password, and email was changed on the same day, which is obviously a red flag. And the new email address does not seem to be similar to the account holder name. That's why the similarity score is so low. So that clearly is suspicious. You can also investigate the network graph, so that can help you understand how the account holder that you are investigating is connected to other known high-risk accounts or fraudsters. So in this case, we're looking at potential connection based on shared email addresses, physical addresses, and mobile phones. And you can see that in the network, the system has identified that through shared email, physical address, and also mobile phones, not directly, but through intermediaries, this particular account holder is actually connected to a known risk account. So that really helps you to see which other accounts in the network you might want to investigate and make your final decision. Now you can also do that by looking at the transactions. So at the center here, it's the account that you are investigating, and it shows you which other accounts it is interacting with, either sending money to or receiving it from. But not just directly, but then where does the money go after that? So by adding a couple of degrees of separation, you can again identify that through using the intermediaries, this account holder is actually connected to a known risky account. So all of this is helping you building your investigation and case, logging all the comments, and once you finished your review, once you are at the final milestone before closing the case, you will have to add the narrative and also the reason of suspicion, if it's a true alert, and the final investigation result, which can then be used for regulatory reporting and audit purposes. And so you move from one alert to another in the system.